Hi all, this is Skate, and I have some replays to show you. Both of these got sent through to me, and they are both really high damage. They're both on Canal, so I thought I'd put them in the same video, and you need to watch both these games. So these are subscriber replays basically, and I haven't done these in absolutely ages. And I really want to get back into doing them again, because it's a lot of fun to comment on other people's gameplay. And it's also very interesting to watch. So the first game is obviously featuring the Foch 155 with the Destroyer camo. And it is driven by, I did this last time, it's either Drtimoboll or Drtimoboll. I don't actually know. And he sent me a replay before, and I made the same mistake there. So last time we went with Tim, we're going with Tim again. Now, he is going up to a very high position on the map. It's actually a position I've never taken up myself. The reason I never usually take this position is because as soon as you come around the corner in a light or a medium on his left-hand side now, you can usually spot anything which is up here. And I usually see mediums and things like that coming up here to try and get early spots, and end up getting spotted by things coming over there anyway. But he hasn't been spotted yet, and there is a Panther 2 in a tier 10 game. Dale Platoon at its finest. But this Foch just took a huge 682 damage chunk out of that Panther 2, which I imagine means he's going to continue running right the way to the other side of the map. And there is a Tortoise spotted, and straight through the top of that thing for 722 damage. And a Death Star. He's got Adrenaline on the go, so I was wondering at this point why he didn't click it. And then as the Death Star was about to drop, he did click it. So managed to finish off the Death Star with the help of someone else there as well. And whoever's spotting for him is going to be getting plenty of experience and spotting damage. Well, they were with those shots from earlier. However, there is nothing to shoot at the moment. There is 4 tanks lit up on the map, and neither can be shot at the moment. I'm going to be really impressed if he manages to hit that shot. Is he? Yeah, he's going to go for it. I will. If that hit, I would have been gobsmacked. But he doesn't actually have anything else to shoot at. So what he's asking his mediums to do is not to rush. So I think what he's hoping they do is pull back. And by pulling back, the Mouse, the E100, the Tortoise, they will all come out of cover to try and shoot the meds. Which means he is in a very strong position to then dish out damage in return. But the problem he's got is a bit of a lull here. There is nothing to shoot at. So the question is, how long do you wait in a position like this before rushing down? Now, they're not losing by much of a margin. And there's a nice shot into the Mouse, but they're not losing by much of a margin. So we can afford to stay here a bit longer, providing the Reds come out into a position where he can fire at them. But this is part of the reason I like Canal. You can get some incredibly long-range shots across the map. And on top of that, you can have very long-range games like this, and you can have very short, close-range, action-packed games like the next match is going to be as well. And there is a Leo PTA, which he managed to get that one in. Would it be worth risking a HE in that circumstance? I think so, because he's aiming down on the thing. There's a probability he would have gone through the roof. And there's the Tortoise. It is a tortoise, I know, don't worry. Although apparently some people don't call it tortoise. It's a tortoise. In my country it is just a tortoise. And here comes that Leo. Now that Leo is bound to spot him, surely. He's backed up, so it makes you wonder if he has. No, he hasn't. So that Leo's just retreated, but he hasn't been spotted up here still. How? How has he not been spotted? But realistically, if the Leo has not spotted him here, he is going to try and make a push, hopefully then. Oh, no, he's shot and now he's spotted, so the Leo is definitely still there. And now the Leo knows he is here and coming in this direction. You don't want to get shot by a Foch when you're in a Leo. Foch 155s really hurt. I mean, like, a lot. Which, to be fair, is the same as any 150 plus cal. Tank Destroyer. I mean, you get something like that into the butt and, well, there's 988 damage. Credit to the Red Mouse, by the way, guys. He knew what was going on in terms of not a great deal to shoot at, and he went for the cap to try and draw people out. That's what I would have tried to do in a very stale game. or a game which is not campy, very stationary. So yeah, gotta mention that in terms of the mouse. But they are in a 4-on-2. He has an E50M left on his team on incredibly low health, so he does need to start pushing up and taking the hits to keep that E50M as his long-range sniper. That would really make this situation perfect. So the mouse is still capping, and the E100 is pushing. I imagine, just in case things do go wrong, maybe the E100's thinking, well, at least I can stop them going to the cap. And there is 940 damage. And what is he doing? Oh, he could have done with those hit points in this circumstance. So that's his first hit point lost in this game. And he does manage to get one more in and finish off the E100. But he did take a return shot from that mouse. Now that Leo is a threat to him, but he doesn't have time to go and push that Leo. If he wants to win this game, ideally the mouse is the first one that needs to be hit, because he can go chase that Leo down, but the mouse would have capped. So high caution levels are required, because if that Leo has any sense, you know what he's going to be trying to do, and he's going to be trying to flank this Foch. And there he is. And at least the cap counter's gone now. Now watch this circumstance. He's completely disregarding the mouse, and he's more concerned about the Leo. Now that he has reset the cap counter, well, he can concentrate on the most scary threat to him, which is the Leo. But that E50M, which he kept in the game, really saved his bacon there. So he did actually put this in his email. Massive respect and thank you to the E50. Could you pass it on, possibly? So if that E50M is watching this, he did say thank you. And the end of that match, he has over 8,000 damage. He has a steel wall, the mastery badge, and defender. And he has 2 zeros on his team, and 2 under 1,000. So fair play to him and that E50M. And again, shout out to that mouse on the enemy team. So yeah, there's Drtimoboll Tim. In the Foch 155, like I said before, fast becoming one of my favourite tier 10 tanks. Although my favourite tier 10 at the moment is actually the 48 pattern, guys. Oh, I love it. It's an amazing tank. Irrelevant from this video, though. The next replay. Watch the level of skill involved in this one. This is actually my fellow contributor, Gentlefun. He is the French community contributor for World of Tanks Blitz. Outstanding player, outstanding guy. On top of that, he is platooned with a very old friend of mine, Doc Andy. And they are in a tier 8 premium tank platoon. Doc Andy is in the T-34, and Gentlefun is in his Black Dog. And just like the previous game, he will be using Canal as a map and certain positions to his advantage. The difference being is he's going to do a shed ton of mileage in the process. Now what he's doing first, using the light tank bush by here to try and spot up. He doesn't spot anything, which he assumes someone would have come that way by now. So he is instantly letting Doc Andy know they're gone right, because he hasn't spotted anything. So that's good platoon work straight away there. Now this is key. Not everybody does this. And he knows the view ranges very well, because notice how he didn't reverse for the bush, and he didn't get spotted, because he knows that tank could not spot him by here. On top of that, now he's going to do the opposite. There's a Persian by there. After shooting, he's reversing until the bush is no longer transparent, and then he's unloading on the Persian. Persian no longer spotted because he can't spot through the bush. Pulls forward, gets the track shot in. Actually, did he miss that track shot? He did miss that track shot, but now he's going for another one, and gets that one in with the bush not being transparent, which means there is no chance of him being spotted. And he does it again. Goes up spots, reverses back. That is amazing light tank work, and it's so much fun to do that, because people just go, hacker, cheat, report it, I'm telling Wargaming. Manipulating game mechanics really does annoy people, and he did it so well in that circumstance. He just did not get spotted. And that is the beauty with light tanks. Everybody thinks you've got to YOLO in head first. You don't. You have amazing abilities and view ranges, and now he is spotted for the first time. And he's got the butt of that T-25, which means 1 HE in, he would have been able to finish him off there anyway, but the Lerva on his team does manage to help him out there. But yeah, light tanks, you don't... Look at him doing it again now. Well, he's trying to do it again, but he just doesn't have the gun depression in that circumstance. So he does get spotted. However, it doesn't matter. It's too late for that Tiger. By the time he turns around, he panics, fluffs his shot, and it means Gentlefun can get his shot in completely uncontested. But yeah, honestly, playing light tanks at long range isn't camping, sniping, or anything like that, because look how much he moves around the map. And he is constantly being effective. If he's not effective, he doesn't have something to shoot at like this, then he is moving to try and spot something. Now again, this is a very key tactical thing. Doc Andy is being pushed and swarmed. He can run in and YOLO in and try and help him, but he's going to die if he does that. 3-on-2, doesn't have the DPM in that circumstance. What he's doing is he's flanked all the way around, and if you notice, he's after the lowest health easy pickings first. Not exactly easy pickings, but he's after the lowest health one first, which is the IS-5. Sadly, Doc does get taken out, which means Gentlefun is now in a 1-on-3. And in this circumstance, he is not sitting still, he's getting back into cover, and he is out of there. But yeah, if Gentlefun ran in to help Doc in that circumstance, he would have been wiped out. What he did was go round as quick as he can and try and pick off the lowest health target to reduce the amount of guns in the game. Now he has been spotted there, but check out what he does here. I like this sort of stuff a lot. Now he's just spotted the IS-5, and he knows the IS-5 was coming his direction earlier, so now he's unspotted, quick drift turnaround, and he's going back for the IS-5, because in theory the other two tanks on the red team are either pushing around to cut him off, or, sadly in this circumstance, they are going for the cap. But we know where they are now. They're on the right hand side. On the left hand side is this IS that was chasing him earlier, and he puts one into the lower plate. Sadly does not finish him off, but he is got a bit of a ridge in front of him, which gives him that advantage, and he did put a heat round straight through the front, which guaranteed pretty much that kill. So we are now in a 2-on-1, except he doesn't know where they are in the cap. They know where he was last spotted though. So he's going to pop his head around the corner, try and spot, sees the Tiger. Now he knows there's a KV-13 behind him, and oh, he got shot by both at once. But have you noticed how he was focusing and prioritising the Tiger 2? He needed to get that cap counter reset. Now where he is, in theory, the Tiger 2 cannot shoot at him. So he's in a 1-on-1 right now. Oh, no. Wow. I'm surprised that Tiger 2 got him. Fair play to the Tiger 2. But if he can get behind this rock, he will load much quicker than that KV-13, and he does finish him off. So now he has to wait for his camo to reset. In theory, once that Tiger 2 drops off, like then, it means he is now dropped off. So he's pulling back, he's going round the corpse of the T-25, and he is in the bush. And there is the Tiger 2. He needs to be careful, because he's pretty much a one-shot here. But he knows where the Tiger 2 is now, and he's trying to get around and get into a position to spot him. Wow, the Tiger 2 spotted him from there. I'm quite surprised by that, actually. I wasn't expecting him. I wasn't expecting him to spot him. So rather than sit in the same position again, he's making it look like he's flanking all the way around that side. And then he's doing the same trick as earlier. He's turning around, and he's coming back the way he came. And the Tiger 2, has he fallen for the bait? Don't know. Yes, he has. Which means one into the back of the turret. He's not going to get that opportunity again, so he really, really needs to keep on the move to stop that Tiger 2 hitting him. And you'll notice he is clutching his shots. He's not waiting to aim, he's just keeping on the move, he's firing them in. Some were missing, some are hitting. And that Tiger 2 missed, which means he can stick his head out and aim this time. But with the other shots, if he sat and aimed, he would have been done for in one shot. In this circumstance, he was better off constantly go back and forth. And wow, I cannot believe that one went in. Fair play. And you can see Doc telling him there, patience, just because in these circumstances it's easy for us to make mistakes because obviously the adrenaline's going. It's been a very, very good game so far, but he does only have 20 seconds left on the clock now. So again, he made it look to the Tiger that he was going one way. Tiger's followed him, taking the bait. He manages to get one in, doesn't roll high enough to finish him off, but the Tiger rushes and dunks his shot. So he uses one last heat round to guarantee the kill in the lower plate, because the last thing you'd want to do is bounce in that circumstance. And that is the end of the battle. And that one was a Kolobanov's Defender Mastery with 5,400 damage. That's got to be a record in that tank, surely. Massive thanks to both these guys for sending through these replays. I really enjoyed commentating and even just watching these. I'm definitely going to start trying to get more replays of other people's footage on the channel. So the email address to send it through to is in the video description. There is also a link to both these guys' YouTube channels. I strongly recommend going to check them out. Gentlefun's obviously is in French, however, it's still worth looking at it for the gameplay, for games like that. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.